16th sum of 9th ICSE. Okay, star mark this sum. Sum is not very easy. A room is 13 meter long and 9 meter wide. See, pay attention properly. Room is 13 meter wide and 9 meter long. Find the cost of carpeting. Okay, we have to carpet this floor or room with the carpet of 75 centimeter. It is 75 centimeter wide. Okay, see, if I am using 75 centimeter wide, this much carpet will be only this much. Okay, see, we have no need to do with area. 75 centimeter wide at 12.50 per meter square. Sorry, per meter. If you are using 1 meter of carpet, width is 75 only. Okay, if you are using 1 meter of carpet, you will have to pay 12.5 rupees. If you are using 2 meter of carpet, you will be paying 12.5 into 2. If you are using 3 meter of carpet, but remember that this would be 75 only. Okay, so pay attention. If this much is 7.75 centimeter, so how many meters of carpet will be required for this line? 13 meter, but the floor is not covered, so again we will keep the carpet over here, roll over here, and again we will spread it. So again from here we will spread the carpet more 13 meters, again we will come, again we will spread, again we will keep. So how many times? See, we need to cover 9 meters, so how many rolls or how many sheets of carpet will be required? Okay, so let's see. Number of sheets required. Okay, I write it over here. Length of one sheet in the room. Length of one sheet. What will be the length of one sheet in the room? It is 13 meter. Number of sheets required. Number of sheets required will be, see, we have 75 centimeter. Okay, 75 centimeter over here. 75 centimeter is nothing but 75 upon 100 meter. Okay, when I will convert 75 centimeter into meter, I will divide it by 100 and I will divide it 3 3s are 25 3s are 25 4s are. We have 3 upon 4 meter. So number of sheets required will be 9 meter upon 3 upon 4 meter. Okay, 3 upon 4 is 0.75 centimeters. So 4 will go up, 9 multiplied by 4 upon 3, 3 3s are. So we will have 12 sheets required. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. When we will spread 12 sheets, that time we will cover whole this length. Okay, and this we are covering as the length of one sheet is 13 meter. So 13 meter, and how many sheets are required? 12 sheets. Therefore total length of carpet required will be, total one sheet is 13 meters, and how many sheets are required? 12 sheets are required. So what is the total length of the carpet required? 156 meters. And rate of 1 meter sheet is equal to 12.50. Okay, so when I will, therefore total cost of carpeting is 156 into 12.5, that is 1950 rupees. Okay, star mark this question. Not very easy to understand, but once if you understand it, solve it 1-2 times. Okay. Okay, in the next question, that is the 17th one. A rectangular courtyard is 3.78 meter long, 5.25 meter broad. Is to be paved exactly with the square tiles of the same size. What is the largest size of each tile and number of tiles required? Okay, so suppose we have a rectangular courtyard over here. of 3.78 meter wide and 5.2 meter broad. 5.25 meter. Obviously, it is in the shape of rectangle. So we need to put square tiles in each. Okay. So square tiles can be bigger size, can be in bigger size or can be in smaller size. They are asked to find largest size because all the tiles should be of the same size. So the largest size of each tile. To find the largest size of each tile, I will find HCF, that is highest common factor of 5.25 and 3.78. Okay. So let the highest, or I can say the highest or largest size of each tile will be HCF of, that is highest common factor of 3.78 and 5.25. Okay. See, this is 3.78 meters, 5.25 meters. I will convert this into centimeters. Therefore, 378 centimeter and 525 centimeters. So what are the factors of 378? 378, I will start with 3 1s are 3 2s are 3 6s are 18, 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3 4s are 2 7s are 7 1s are. Yes, I should take 2 in the beginning, but it's okay. So what are the factors of 378? 3 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 7. And what about 525? 525. So 525 is divisible by 5. Okay. So 525. 5 1s are 0s are 5s are 5 2s are 1s are 3 7s are 7 1s are. So 525 we have 5 into 5 into 3 into 7. Therefore the HCF, highest common factor, is 3377. So 3 7s are, highest common factor is 21. Therefore the largest size of each tile is, therefore the largest size of each tile is 21 centimeters. Okay. Now number of tiles. How will we find number of tiles? Therefore number of tiles required. Therefore number of tiles required is equal to area of the room upon area of one tile. Okay. That is, what is the area of the room? Length into breadth. 378 multiplied by 525 upon area of one tile is 21 into 21. Okay. See, 378 can be written as 7 3s are 21, 9 2s are 18, 21 18s are, and 525 can be written as 25 21s are. 21 multiplied by 25. Okay, we know the factors, right? So 21 into 21, 21 21 cancel, 21 21 cancel. Why in the denominator is for 21 21? Area of one tile, and tile is in the shape of square, so area of the square. And 18 into 25 will give me, see, 25 10s is 250, 25 14s is 350, 18s is 450 tiles. Okay, therefore it is 450 tiles. So we can write the final statement. The total number of tiles required is Therefore, total number of tiles required is 450. Okay. Okay, in the 18th sum, the cost of cultivating the square field at the rate of 160 per hectare. See, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. It is area. Okay. So, 160 rupees for 10,000 meters square is 1440. Okay. So, we are having the total cost of cultivating, but do we know the area? No. First we will find the area. Okay. So, rate of cultivating is 160 per 10,000 meters square. Okay. Therefore, and total cost is 1440. So we will just use ratio proportion, that is area in meter square, cost in rupees. Okay. If area is 10,000 meters square, its rate is 160. Now the total cost is 1440. So what is the area? We will cross multiply it. 10,000 into 1440 upon 160 is equal to x. So 0 0 cancel. We have 4 4s are 16, 4 3s are 12, 4 6 are 24, 4 1s are 4 9s are. So we have x is equal to 90,000 meters square. Okay. Now it is a square field. Okay. Therefore, area of the field is equal to side square. Area is 90,000. Side square. Therefore, side of the square is, see, we have two zeros. So 100 square root is 10. 100 square root is 10 and 9 square root is 3. So the side of the field is 300 meters. Now we need to find the cost of fencing. Okay. So fencing, see, if there is a square field, fencing will be done around its border. So we will find a perimeter. Therefore, perimeter of the field field is equal to 4 into side. Okay. 4 into, what is the side? 300. That is 4 3s are 1200 meters. Okay. So this is the total perimeter or total length of the fencing. Now what is the rate of the fencing given? Let me read the question. 75 paisa per meter. Okay. At 75 paisa per meter. Okay. So we have 1200 meter. Therefore, cost of fencing will be 1200 multiplied by 75. Okay. 75 paise. So I write 1200 multiplied by 0.75. Okay. So 1200 multiplied by 0.75 is 12 into 75. 75 12s are 75 2s is 150. Okay. And 75. So it is 5 6 720. So rupees 720. Okay, something went wrong. It seems 75. Okay, 75 10s is 750. So it will be greater. 75 12s are it's 150. 0 1 5s are 5. 1 7s are 7. 10. Yes, it is 900. It is 900 rupees. Okay. So the cost of fencing is 900 rupees. Therefore, the cost of fencing is rupees 900. Okay, in sum number 19, we have a diagram like this. It is a parallelogram. So we need to find the area. See, it is very simple to find the area of the parallelogram. See, if there is a diagonal divides the parallelogram into two equal triangles. So you can say that as AC is the diagonal of parallelogram ABCD. Okay, as AC is the diagonal of the parallelogram ABCD, therefore area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle ADC. Okay, diagonal divide the triangle into two equal parts. We can say that diagonal divides triangle in two equal parts. Okay, so we will find the area of triangle ABC. So for area of triangle ABC, we will take A. See, all three sides are different, so we will find the area using Heron's formula. So A is equal to 12, B is equal to 14, C is equal to 18. So the perimeter is 12 plus 14 plus 18. Perimeter is equal to 20, 30, 40, 4. Okay. Perimeter is 44. Okay, 30, 44. Okay. So the semi-perimeter is 22. Okay. Then we need to find the area. Area is equal to square root of S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So the area is equal to semi-perimeter, that is 22, 22 minus A, that is 12, 22 minus B, that is 14, and 22 minus C, that is 18. So 22 minus 12 is 10, 22 minus 14 is 8, and 22 minus 18 is 4. So, but the problem is 22. How can we split 22 now? That is the question. 6 plus 14. Okay, we have 12, 18, 14. Let's see. Area is equal to 22 into 22 can be written as 2 11s are, 10 can be written as 2 5s are, 4 can be written as 2 4s are, and this 4 as it is. So out of this we can say that area is equal to, see, this 4 and 2 2s are this 4, all become 2. So we have 3 2s outside, 2 2 2. What is there inside? 11 5s are 55, 55 2s are 110. Okay, we have 110. So it is 8 into 110. Okay. Now area of triangle, this is the area of triangle ABC, that is 8 into 110. So what is the area of quadrilateral ABCD? What is the area of quadrilateral ABCD? It's 2 into triangle, 2 into, what is the triangle? Area of a triangle 8 into 110, that is 16 into 110. As of now we don't have the value of 110. But see, this value is around, means exam it will be given what is the square root of 110. So its value will be around 10 point something, because 10 square 100 square root is 10. So it is more than 100. So 10.1 something. So 10 into 16, it is 160. Okay, and we have the answer something which is near to 160. Okay, so I will consider this as the final answer. Okay, got it? Nothing, it's just Heron's formula once again. Just you need to multiply it by 2. That's it. In the 20th question, find the length of the diagonal of a square whose area is 200. See, now square can also be termed as rhombus, okay? Because every square is a rhombus. So with that property, that square is a rhombus, see, as every square is a rhombus, therefore area of a square is equal to half into diagonal square, half into d1 into d2, right? What is the area of the rhombus? Half into d1 into d2, and in the square both the diagonals are same. Therefore, see, area of the rhombus is half into d1 into d2, but d1 and d2 both the diagonals of the square are same. If this is a square, this diagonal is equal to this diagonal, therefore it is d into d. Both the diagonals are same, d into d, that is d square. So area of the square is 200, half into diagonal square, 2 will go there, 400 is equal to diagonal square. What is the diagonal? Square root of 100 is 10 and 4 is 2. Okay, so the diagonal is 20. So that is only, you have asked that find the length of the diagonal, and the diagonal is 20. Okay, that's it. Okay, in the next question, area of the square is 8 hectares. Okay, so first of all, 8 hectares is nothing but 80 kilometers. So area of a square is equal to half into, see, area of a square is side into side, but they have asked how long will a man take to cross it diagonally. Okay, so to cross it diagonally, how long it will take, that is the question. So half area of the square is equal to half into diagonal square, where area is 80,000. 1 hectare is 10,000. So 8 hectares is 80,000. Multiply by this 2 is equal to diagonal square. Okay. So I'll take 8 2 is 16. Taking this 4 zeros is equal to diagonal square. Okay. So diagonal will be square root of 16 is 4, 100 is 10, 100 is 10. So diagonal is 400 meters. Okay. So the rate of walking is 4 kilometer per hour. Okay. So we can do it by ratio proportion also. So time and distance. So it will take 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. Time in minutes and distance in meters. Okay. So with this you can also solve it. 4 kilometer per hour. Hour means 60 minutes. In 60 minutes it is taking 4 kilometers. That is 4,000 meters. Okay. We need to cover only 400 meters. So how long will it take? 60 into 400 is equal to x into 4,000. 60 into 400 upon 4,000 is equal to 0. 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 4, 4 cancel. X is equal to 6 minutes. Okay, so it will take, therefore, a man will take 6 minutes to cross it diagonally. Okay. So you just copy it down, write the final statement. Okay. Okay, in the 22nd question, find the area and the perimeter of a square plot of land whose diagonal is 15. So as diagonal, we know the diagonal, we can easily find the area. So the area of the square is equal to half into diagonal square. Okay, so area of a square is equal to half into 15 into 15. Okay, so half into 15 and 15, 15 is 225 divided by 2, which is 1 za 1 za 2 za 5 za meter square. So 122.5 meter square is the area of the square. Okay, so I can write this also and this also. Now to find the perimeter, so see, area of the square is also half into d1 into d2, as well as area of a square is equal to side square. What is the area of the square? Can I use this? Yes, 225 upon 2 is equal to side square. Taking square root, what is square root of 225? It is 15. What is the square root of 2? It is root 2. Yes, we have already seen this in the first chapter. So the side is equal to 15 upon root 2 into root 2 into root 2. So it is 15 root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 ones are 2, 7.5 are, and this root 2 can be written as 1.414. We have 1.414 as the value of root 2. Okay, remember this. So 7.5 into 414. So side is equal to, so I'll just keep it as it is. Now what is the perimeter? Perimeter of a square is equal to 4 into side. So 4 into, what is the side? We have 7.5 into 1.414. See, 75 2 is 15 and 4 is 30. So we have 30 over here. 30 multiplied by 1.414. So 1.414, sorry, 414 multiplied by 3. 4s are 12, 4 3 1s are 3, it is 4, 4 3s are 12. So it is 42.42. Okay. So the area is 42.40, perimeter is 42.42 meters. Okay. I hope you got the answer. In the 23rd question, area of the parallelogram is 338 meters square. Its altitude is twice its corresponding base. Find the base and the height. Okay, so it is a simple question. We know that area of a parallelogram is equal to base into height. Area is equal to 338. Base is equal to, see, altitude means height. Height is twice its base. If base is equal to x, then height is twice its base. So 2 into x. So 338, 2 will come here and get divided. We have x square, 2 ones are, 2 6 are, 2 9s are. So what is x? X is equal to 13. What is x? The base is equal to 13 centimeters, sorry, meters. Okay. And height is equal to 2 into 13, that is 26 meters. Very clear? Okay, in the 24th question, find the area of the rhombus whose one side of each measures is 20. So each side is 20. Okay, and one of the diagonal is 24. So we can say that AC is equal to 24. Okay, see, I'll write one statement which will be helpful to solve the sum. As diagonal of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Okay, as they are perpendicular bisector of each other, so we can see in this diagram, we can say that angle DOC is equal to 90 degree, where this is a point of intersection of the diagonal is O, and as AC is 24, therefore OC will be 12 as they bisect each other. Okay, so in triangle DOC, therefore in triangle DOC, by Pythagoras theorem we can say that DC square is equal to DO square plus OC square. DC, that is 20, 20 square is 400. DO, we don't know DO. And OC is 12, 12 square is 144. So this will come here and get subtracted. So we have 256, okay, is equal to DO square. So DO is equal to 16. DO is 16, therefore BD will be, DB or BD will be 32, double of it. Okay, so now we have the first diagonal as well as second, so easily we can find the area. Therefore area of quadrilateral, or you can term it as rhombus, is equal to half into product of the diagonals, that is D1 into D2. So half into D1 is 32 now. I'll write the names if you want. DB into AC. So DB is 32. AC is 24, which was given in the question. So 16 multiplied by 24. 16 multiplied by 24. 6 4 24. 4 1 4 5 6 and 32. So it is 384. 384 meter or centimeter square. So 384 centimeter square is the area of the rhombus, where one side was given and one diagonal was given. Okay, as we have solved so many sums in this lesson, so till 24 the sums were a bit difficult, but when you go through sum number 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30, all these sums, okay, 6 sums, you try it on your own. Thus these sums are for homework. Okay, so if you don't get it, do let me know. I will solve and give you.